Look at that.
It's like a glove, eh?
Yeah.
So let's check under the hood. We set that up.
How long GoPro holds without a hold?
We are just getting started, just out of Yakima, Washington, on our way to Utah. We were originally supposed to stop in Pendleton, Oregon for lunch, but it's 7 a.m. It's 7:20 a.m. and we're gonna be there way too early. So instead, we're gonna continue on to Baker City for lunch. Progress is off to a nice quick start. I just finished the car on Friday. Fuel rail was leaking. I finished the PCV system on Sunday, but kind of tight getting this car ready. I'm just really looking forward to exploring more of this beautiful country. Like, I've never really gotten the chance to go east all that much, but so this is my chance.
Never have I ever really been too far east. It's generally been like ocean shores, that
Yeah,
sort
or
of
we just
thing.
fly all the way to the East Coast, but
Yeah.
now we're actually going to enjoy something. Oh, great, our first red light.
Our first, oh yay. The primary reason we initially did Utah was to go out middle of nowhere, just kind of hang out, and that's kind of really what it became. We were gonna bring like a pistol or two, like Vaughn would bring his shotgun, and we do like skeet in the middle of nowhere with nothing but desert around us. But we're just gonna camp in the desert. With
We didn't
no
have
one
enough
around us.
guys to justify bringing firearms.
Yeah,
but
we also don't have much room.
yeah, till
Like,
next time.
Yeah, because, like, look at that. And that's the fridge, courtesy of a friend. Thank you so much. That's a lot of stuff. So, yeah.
Till next time.
Till next time.
David Pop was driving the S60R for the first time on the trip. That's nice. David behind the wheel of the S60R. We are passing exit 304 on Interstate 84 en route to Idaho. We are about to cross out of Pacific into Mountain Time and we're making progress, eh?
Yeah. It is just so fun to have near instantaneous ability to, at the same time, put throttle on, have it respond, and go forth in a high gear. Generally, you don't get that in a Solara. Noah, what was your average fuel economy?
24 miles a gallon.
Okay, so that was in the first stint. So, I wondered if I could beat Noah. Noah should be very, very scared. We're reading 31. But these hills might kill it, and the 80 miles per hour zone.
Sit rep. We are now in Jerome, Idaho, about to get off 84 and move over to 93. We've just topped off on fuel, and David has beat me by 2 miles per gallon, 26.4 versus my earlier 24. Oil level's good, and see beautiful Idaho scenery behind us. And I suppose now is going to be time to continue and cross 2 states. So,
yeah. The goal is to get to
West Wendover, Nevada.
I think we're going to try West Wendover,
Yeah.
simply because it's a little bit closer to the campsite and we can just fuel up and go. Yeah, you just crest the hill and you see the salt flats up ahead, you see Wendover, you see the highways up ahead over the hill. It just ain't that great.
I'm take it nice and slow up here.
Yep. We put Noah in off-road mode.
Down there. But we could just go in the woods as well, so it's really
Yep.
doesn't matter too much what we do here. So I can just slide us a little bit down if we want. Don't I pull up?
Not exactly.
I put this facing this way, so this is kind of shielded from the wind. But
Sweet. Alright, as the Utah sun is starting to shine, we are on I-80 currently, heading towards Salt Lake.
as we're nearing Great Salt Lake. Speed limit 80 miles an hour, making great progress, and it's gonna be straight like this for the next who knows how long.
We're gonna head on over there, stop, see where we can cook some breakfast, head down over to St. George.
It makes another curve to the
Oh yeah, that's nice. Main City has large roads. wet. Ouch.
Okay, not to become macros, so maybe it's just best practice that we tread carefully on this.
Yeah, ow. Oh, yep. Speaking of which.
Next out.
No, I just wanted to finish up. I think we could do that, but yeah. All right. Alrighty, so we are back on the road, headed out of Snow Canyon Park. We're at already, but we're looking toward St. George proper, and then we're going to hop on where?
I-15 north to I-70 east.
We're going to go to Salina first, and then what's the long stretch after that?
The San Rafael Swell.
That is about 100-ish miles, 115 with no services.
Very beautiful, so I'm going to be very excited for
Oh,
that section.
Is it just desert?
It's canyons too.
We decided not to pay the Zion tax, because Snow Canyon was that beautiful.
Yeah, till next time.
Till next time. Interstate 70. Yep. Is that the Swell?
Yep. And I-70 is going to traverse this all the way to exit 168.
Yep. And you know, you can't also forget, Noah, that we got forklift unified right here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Heck yeah. That looks like a more narrow version of the gorge. I also do like the trees in like the low-lying desert land, like back there, where there's just a bunch of trees in like little valleys and crevices. Of course, this comes into view right as I nearly put the camera away. Dang, stunning views. So beautiful. night. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty steep.
I'm completely losing the rest of us.
Down here, we still have a view of the entire place.
Not bad hit lead, actually.
Yeah. For the Toyota liner.
Yeah, the passenger car in general, actually.
Down at Green River. And all the space around it.
What do we have here?
What is that? Oh, that's a pump of some kind. More solar panels. More dang solar panels. You never have enough. All right. This is sit rep number I forget.
But there was a bit of a situation that occurred, and we find ourselves in this hotel room in Price, about 100 miles of where we were originally intending on staying. However, we are closer to Salt Lake.
We went to Hiddle Bottom campsite.
We found out that it was almost 30 miles away from Moab, which would make the morning drive to Arches quite the ordeal. So we tried looking for closer campsites, and none were available.
All were full. There were plenty of them, however, all were full.
We could have gone back to Hiddle Bottom, although we discovered the weather also got worse on us right as we were leaving.
More than likely, the 15-mile-an-hour wind and rain would have died down. I could have gotten out my tent and gone with it. We could have gotten up extra early.
To do Arches.
The Arches. However, the big thing with that was if we were to continue through with that and go with not a campsite, but a hotel, it would have costed over $140 to $150. So it was one of those things where it's like, you know what, let's just put ourselves closer to our end goal.
Actually, with this, we have paid less than the national park, or we've paid like half the national park fee. So
Yep.
at this point, I'd say this was the best decision. We'll go to Arches another time.
Yep, and with more people in the group. In the post-mortem, we are going to do cost figures at the end per person. Now, of course, from 8 people to 4 people to 2 people, that has changed drastically. And given that just the night in Salt Lake City was around 200 after tax, that's going to blow this out.
Fuel is a lot cheaper out here than it is in Washington, about $1 or more. And the rest of it, groceries are much cheaper too. So that's going to help us significantly. But we'll check in next when we're on our way to Salt Lake.
Yep. And until then, we're going to get ourselves a shower and get some good night's sleep, because Noah here's been doing most of the driving and he needs sleep. All right. Oh, that lined up so perfectly.
Yeah.
Beautiful morning in Bryce, Utah.
Here we now stand at Spanish Fork River Park, just off of Highway 6 over there. After spending the night in Price, we visited a helper this morning and then worked our way over Soldier Summit and stopped at the abandoned town site of Thistle, which puts us here, near Spanish Fork. Next up, what we're going to be doing is driving the rest of the way to Salt Lake and visiting the Land Cruiser Heritage Museum before we find our Airbnb, crash there, and then later tonight, maybe visit a car meet. Now let's sum up our last full day in Utah.
Is now wavy due to the heat. Yeah, those are. Jeez. This is so crazy. See them? Oh, there they are. Fighter.
I think those...
Oh my gosh. To think that that is a wall of bug. Dang. Just little blurs in the sky. Pretty cool.
bowls everywhere. Allegedly.
We will make tiny noise, not make big noise.
We will be unimpressive.
We will be unimpressive, yet respectful.
like 35, didn't you?
Not bad though, eh?
Not bad though. And now it comes to a close.
Next up, we'll join you at the Rag Company tomorrow.